Good morning, I'm Olivia. Welcome to my SilverSneakers chair yoga class. This morning we are going to dedicate our practice to some situation that we want to lift up and hold close in our thoughts and in prayer. So let's begin in that posture. Sit back against the back of the seat. Breathe in through the nose, out through maybe the mouth one time, but then we'll come to that yoga breath. On Monday, we breathed in through the belly to the bottom of the ribs, underneath the collarbones, and then we connected all that. So come into that breath work now. Allow your biting teeth to just unclench so you can breathe in. You can soften your face. You can soften your thoughts. And if your eyebrows have furrowed, just unfurrow them. And let the corners of your mouth draw up in a little bit of a smile. And we move forward in our practice. Eyes open, soft gaze. Let's move to the edge of the seat. Sitting nice and tall on the sit bones. Zip up through the middle. Nice and tall. And then let the chin drop ever so slightly so you feel the back of the neck get nice and long. Beautiful. Look over that right shoulder. And then look over the left shoulder. Try not to move the body or the shoulders at all. Come back to the center. Tip the head over. Drop the chin down towards your chest. Come over to the other side. And then bring that head upright. And then we go the other way, same thing, tipping over, chin towards your chest, over to the other side, and right back up. Let's release the hands to the earth. It's like they're dripping water right here. Shrug them up, and then push down, flex the wrists. And again, pulling up and pressing down. Notice how lovely the breath moves with this, right? We elevate the shoulders, and depress the shoulders. Now let's keep the hands in the front. You're going to push that door closed and feel those shoulder blades separate in the back. And then you're going to draw, let's take fists back here. So you're going to draw the elbows, shoulder blades together. Inhale. Here's the exhale. Push and separate the shoulder blades. So we retract them back, and then we protract them forward. Lovely. Retract. One more time. And push forward. All right. Left hand down, right arm reaches. So move the knuckles and the hands back, whatever is comfortable range of motion to you. Same thing on the other side. Let that arm travel back behind your face if that's accessible. If not, that's okay too. And again. All right. Let's leave this arm up. Take this little side bend. And then hand on the side of the head, lower the elbow towards the ground. All right. And then lifting the elbow. And then lower it towards the ground. Firmly planted on both feet and both sit bones here and down. All right, come up to the side bend. And I'm going to drop the hands to my shoulder and just circle that around. So I'm still getting a little side bend here because I am arcing over a little bit. One more time. All right, release back down. The other arm goes up, and we take this little side bend over, and then we're going to drop it to our head and take the elbow towards the earth, and then towards the ceiling. And again, press that left sit bone into the chair, press that right sit bone into the chair. Come down one more time, and right back up, and then hand to the shoulder, We're going to come into this arc movement as well and just circle that around. That should feel darn good. And one more time. All right, deep breath in, both arms up. Let's bring the hands to the heart. I'm going to stand up so the back row can see me. I'm going to take my thumb to my right shoulder and look to the left. And then we go the other way. Look over that way. See if you can keep the heel of the hand coming together as you go side to side. And again, side to side, back to the center, clasp the fingers, press them forward. So, press them forward. Sorry, I'm gonna to get this, I'm gonna roll back. So I want you to lift the heels, sit up nice and tall, lift the toes, circle the arms around. Come back, lift the heels, scoop the belly, go back. So the movement begins to go now down into the low back. And again, lift the heels, lift the toes. One more time, lift the heels and lift the toes. From here, we forward fold. You can put your toes on the ground. We halfway rise, press into the shins. Let the heart come forward. Ooh, you feel that back. If I'm just here letting my hands dangle, I don't feel it. But the moment I push into the shins, bring my heart forward, I feel my back really work. Release back down and reverse swan dive all the way back up. Lovely. And let's take the hands out to the side. So now we take this lateral movement. I'm going to walk my feet a little bit wider, side to side, and down. And again. All right. From here, left hand to the front, right hand back. I said it wrong, but it just doesn't matter because we're going to do both ways. And switch. And again, switch like you're walking very slowly in very big steps. Side to side. And again. And again. All right. Both arms all the way up. We take this forward fold. Halfway rise, press into the shins. Release back down. Hands on the thigh muscles and roll back up. All right, so this time I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider and press down into the legs with my hands. Watch the shoulders don't come up, drop them down as well. Yeah, and then doing that, let's just move around. So I am still pressing into my legs here. So it's maybe not quite as big as if I'm just willy-nillying around. And again. Let's switch directions. See if that feels different. You've got those core muscles fired on here though, right? And again. All right, with your left hand, reach out to your neighbor on the right, thumb to the ceiling, like you're gonna shake their hand. We take this up and around, look over, and then look down towards the earth. All the way up and over, and reach a little farther if you can. All the way up and down, pulling that belly in as you do this. Look down towards the earth one more time. Reach up and over, and all the way back. All right, we go the other way, reach over. Thumb to the ceiling, you're reaching through that little finger. Feel that great stretch in the back. And then look down. And again, reach. And I'm using my hand, my leg, my arm for support here as well. Out. Reach. That person's far away from you there. Here's the last one. I just love the way this feels. And out. All the way back. All right. Walking your feet in just a little bit. Let's lift up on that right knee. First, bring it towards your midline. Just a little bit. All right. And then I'm going to bring it out maybe towards the shoulder. And maybe you'll find it'll come up a little bit higher. You know, kind of when you get the belly out of the way. We all have it. It's okay. It's all right. Out in front. And right back in, and again, and back in. Let's get that foot articulating as well. And again, one more time. All right, and we leave it out there. Sit nice and tall, and we pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Sit even taller. 3, 2, 1, and let it just release. Oh yeah, give it a little rub. Yeah, okay, other side. So bring it a little more towards the midline first, just to see that how it feels on the outside of the hip. And then to the outside, roll up nice and tall. pulling it up towards the shoulder. Hey, I'm working the arm to do this as well. Here we go. We go out and right back in, drop the toe down, get that heel or ankle articulating. And again. Ankulating. Is it a word?
Yes.
Thank you. Toss it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release it back down. Let's keep that leg out there before we shake. And then we're going to hinge at the hip. So I have a nice straight back here, just hinging. Little micro bend. You go, oh yeah. Those are my hamstrings, right? Until you feel that move. And then a little more stretch, bring the heart forward. Release back down and roll back up. All right, we take the other side, which we missed there. So a little micro bend. You have to be on the edge of the seat to do this. You're going to hinge at the hips, straight back. You'll feel those hamstrings sort of grab hold right there. And you can stop right there because the moment you bring that heart forward, you'll feel them lengthen even more, all the way up and down that leg. Release, push off, come right back up. Nice deep breath in. Taking the feet apart because we are going to stand up here. And you remember how we do this now. We're going to take 2 like this, 2 like this, 2 like this. You choose your own adventure. You can wait till the last one if you want to, all right? It's okay with me, or you can use the chair. Here we go. We inhale up. Be sure those legs straighten out, that body gets upright, and then exhale, sit back down. Let's slow that downward motion. Don't fall back into the chair. And again. Hands right here. And down. And you can take them at your own pace. Doesn't matter to me. Just be sure you get those legs strong. And here we go. Reach to the ceiling. Let's see if we can keep them up when we lower back down. One more time. And stay up there. Okay, very nice. That's going to be part of an assessment that we're going to get to probably after I get back from vacation. All right, I'll give you the stuff maybe before we go. Round to the back of the chair. Take yourself a drink of water. Because if you pass out, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, were you drinking water? A pin? Yeah. That's okay, I'm keeping them here on my shirt. We had Dress-A-Girl in here yesterday. They just throw beans all over the floor. Willy-nilly. No, I'm kidding. Okay, back in the back of the chair. And coming into mountain pose. And this is how we need to walk through the world, right? Nice and tall, zipping up from the middle. When we do that, we tend to do this, remember, but I want you to keep the chin to tufta. And then let the shoulder heads point to the side walls, broaden the collarbones. Isn't that so lovely? It's a lot of work to hold that, isn't it? But that is how we should really be walking through the world. We're just going to step out to the side and bring that foot back in. Woo! And again, we're not going to fall when we do it. And again, stepping out and push back in. Step out and push. And use the foot. Toe, ball, heel going down. Heel, ball, toe coming up. And again. All right, this time we're going to step the same foot back. And we're going to rock back, lift the toe, rock forward, lift the heel. Using the chair anytime you need to. Reaching up and down. So I'm going to slow down just a little bit so I can use my arms with this. And down. All right, so now we're going to get low. I'm going to turn that back toe out just a little bit. And I'm going to get low. And I'm going to keep my knees bent and push forward and back. Lift that front toe. Still lift that back heel. Lift that front toe, but I'm about 10 inches shorter here. And back. And again. All the way back. All right, this time both feet come together, reach to the ceiling, upward salute. And we go out to the other side. Step out, push off through that toe. And again, just push off. You've got that chair handy there. Please use it if you need to. All right? And again. So nice. So nice. Just a little bit of balance work. All right, here's the next one. We're going to the back this time. And just rock back first and rock, come back forward again. And we begin to add the arms and slow it down, which also makes it challenging. And down. All right, right, so now I'm going to turn that back foot out and bend both knees here, pushing forward and back. Back heel lifts, front toe lifts. And again, really nice, really nice. All right, this time, both feet together, reach to the ceiling, deep breath in. And let's go back to downward facing dog. Take any movement here you need. And then see if you can just come to some stillness, stretching the tailbone to the back wall, soften the knees, bring the belly in. See if you can straighten the elbows here as well. That's a bit of a challenge sometimes too. And breathe. All right, take the gaze over the chair. Take a little baby step into the chair, and we'll take some cat and cow here. Eyes up, heart forward. You're pushing that grocery cart. Sink into the knees. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Stay here. Breathe into the back ribs this time. Let them lift. And then exhale, come back up. So we'll take a 2-breath cycle. Here's the inhale. Here's the exhale. And the next inhale, you're going to lift the ribs to the ceiling. And then exhale, come right back up. Yeah, a little different. Deep breath in. Exhale, scoop in the belly. Inhale, lift the ribs to the ceiling. And exhale, come right back up again. One more time. Eyes up, heart forward. Exhale, scoop in the belly. Inhale, lift the rib cage to the ceiling as you breathe. And then exhale, come right back up. All right, let's take the feet out wide standing mountain pose first. All right, and arms out. We're just going to go side to side. We were just doing this while we were seated, but now we're going to do it standing. So my knees have a little bit of a bend in them. One more time. All right, let's leave both arms up. Hands together. Heel to hand, fingertips are going to line up next to each other. Turn that right toe. All right, I'm going to sink into the right knee. Take the arms down. Deep breath in, straighten that leg. Maybe pull back and lift the toe. Sink down. Lifting up. Just connect it with your breath. So I know you're breathing smooth, and that's great. That's great. Try not to lean into this. Try to keep head over heart over pelvis. And up. Here's the last one. We're going to hold this warrior 2. So head over heart over pelvis. Everything to the front. Just turn and look over the 2-piece fingers. And then turn and look over the 2-piece fingers in the back. Nothing moving in the body there. All right. And back to the center. Slide a wee bit. We rest and reach to the ceiling. Lovely. Turn, look back towards the earth, and I ask you to do that so you're sure that that knee's pressing in the direction of the toe, and that little baby toe is pressing firmly into the ground. And then rotate that head, look to the front, maybe look towards the arm. Remember how I say we lift the arm? Now we lengthen it. It's up there. Give it your best. Breathe. All right, let's scoop this down. See how far downward you can go, like the hands of a clock. All right, that hand comes to the chair, and you're going to turn the body between the chair and the leg. I'm going to use my right hand on the chair, and I'm going to hinge at the hip. It's like you're looking out about 6 feet, like, what is that? Oh gosh, that's another pin on the ground, all right? Something like that. Tuck the chin, look back towards that back knee, ankle, and then roll the spine right back up. So you're going to press through that front foot. We're going to do this again, all right? Kind of a version of a humble warrior. Hinge at the hip. Let that heart move out, move out. Tuck the chin. You have really loaded up that right leg. Look back towards the ankle and round back up. Now, if you'd like to try it with hand or hands in the small of your back, go ahead and do that. Looking forward. Tuck the chin. Look back towards that back ankle. Scoop in the belly. Roll the spine back up. And let's come right back into warrior 2. Press open. Lovely. Give yourself a hug. And as you peel the arms up, we're going to come into reverse. Ta-da! Lovely. Again, we've lifted the arms. Might as well lengthen. It's already up there. Be sure that front knee is still bent. We tend to want to straighten it there. All right. Toes to the front, both arms up. And we bring them into the heart. Go the other side. So I'm going to turn that toe, reposition your feet, get them in the most comfortable place for you. For me, I have to reshift that just a little bit these days. And we take the arm down and out. Okay, deep breath in. Here's the breath. Inhale, Exhale. Y'all know this is peace in sign language, right? We get a little bit of a turn in here when we do peace. And again, deep breath in. And all the way down. Let's hold this warrior two. Arms out. Drop your shoulders. Look over the two peace fingers. Just turn the chin. And then turn the chin to the back. Lovely. Come back to the front. Slide the ribs. Rest the wrist. And let this arm float. We lift it. And then we let it find that length. Yeah, look down towards the toe. That's a check to be sure you've got that. You haven't buckled in to that big toe. You've got that baby toe edge pressing. Look to the front. Maybe look towards the arm. And breathe. All right, we're going to circle this arm down. Now, when we come into Humble Warrior, you can simply stay right here with just that hand on the thigh. Let's take one with hand on the thigh and hand on the leg. We hinge, arcing that heart out there. Release back down, look to the back foot, scoop the belly and round back up. So you have to let your heart drop a little below, the head drop a little below the heart. Don't anybody get dizzy, all right? All right, this front knee is bent. You may take the hands behind the back. This is true Humble Warrior, but feel free to keep them right here. So straight body, straight back first. Release the head down. There's the humble part. Scoop in the belly, and then roll the spine. Front, lovely, warrior two, press open. I was so good today, right? Give yourself a hug, toes to the front, and like you're gonna take your shirt off. Here we go, up around, and just twinkle your fingers down. All right, walk step, jump your feet in, bottom, downward facing dog, step on back, and any movement you need here. Hands on the thigh muscles. This is some sensual music today, isn't it? Reverse swan dive back up. I sort of feel like this. Oh, forward fold. Halfway rise. Oh, and then release all the way back up. Grab a drink of water. I never know what I'm getting because it all comes live. So it's such an interesting. All right. Oh my goodness. Let's step back. Give yourself a little space. Turn the toes out. And we'll take some moonflowers now, right now. So reaching up into our beautiful star pose. Everybody drop your shoulders. Connect the ribs to the hips here. So you're just about as strong. You could hold up the earth right here on your back, all right? Like Atlas. Moonflowers first. We're going to bend into this. Come right back up. So before I forget, the day of the eclipse, which will be my last day till I come back from vacation, wear yellow and black. We'll take some pictures, all right? And again, yellow and black, or yellow or black. I don't have a lot of yellow, so I hope people do. I have kind of that neon green. All right, so here we come into those moonflowers. Don't hit your face. Coming forward, right back up. And again. One more time, and back up. All right, hands together. I'm going to turn the left toe to the front and the right toe to the right wall, and reaching the arms out. So remember how we did before? We put our hand right here on the hip, and you push that hip down, and then it's going to move to the left. Reach arm, and we windmill into triangle pose. So let those fingers find wherever they can. Using the chair any way you need to, please. Keep pushing that hip to the left wall. Keep pushing it out, pushing it out. Lovely. Maybe turn the gaze skyward. Breathe. All right, as we come back up, put that right hand on the chair. Let it get you back up. And then the left hand, and then we're going to pivot around. Lift that back heel. We come into this high lunge, so that front knee is over the ankle. We reach one arm up, the arm that's furthest away first. And should you find that balance, we're going to reach the other arm up as well. Fire on those core muscles, squeeze the inner thighs together. Firmly use that ground with your toes. All right, one hand on the chair, the other hand on your hip. We're going to sink into that back knee and come back up. So we have a lunge going here. Using the chair or not, it's your choice, but let that front knee bend deeper and then let it almost straighten. And again, one more time. All right, both hands on the chair. Come on back to the front. Deep breath in. Star pose. Let's take 2 moonflowers. Toes out. One more time. 2 sunflowers. Don't hit your face. And up. And one more time. All right. So here we go. We turn the toes. And reach. And then remember how I said before, we hand on the hip there. It reminds you that you're going to push those hips to the right wall. Windmill the arms. Turning the gaze down towards the toes if that's accessible. I do have a little bend in this knee. Don't let it lock. It's got a little bend. And then see if you can let that arm lengthen to the ceiling. Where is that ceiling? Maybe turn the gaze and you'll see maybe it's going to the door. If it's accessible, get it up there. If not, it's okay. Come on back up. You can use that left hand on the chair to help you up, and then the right hand goes to the chair, and we're going to lift that right heel, turn to the left wall, get your body squared up to that wall. My back knee has a little bend, my front knee is bent. Lift that arm that's furthest away from me first. Try not to look to me, try to look to that left wall, and then lifting up on the other hand if that's accessible. High lunge. Ooh, you made it. Don't forget to breathe, everyone. Lovely, lovely. Okay, I'm going to drop my right hand to the chair, my left hand to my hip, and here's where I'm going to sink into that back knee and rise back up. Ooh, we challenge those legs. Now, you may feel like you need to hinge a little bit at the hip. That's okay. That's all right. But think about bending that back knee, and that front leg will follow. 2 more. Last one. All right, both hands on the chair, come back to the front, drop the toes to the ceiling, and a big da-da. Awesome, awesome. Did I say something wrong?
Drop the toes to the ceiling.
Did I really? The toes to the ceiling? Holy cow. Holy cow. Clap your hands.
Do it upside down.
Walk your feet in. Oh my gracious. How come this side of the room didn't hear it? All right, grab a drink of water. Yes, that's right. Betty says we were trying to be nice. That's so sweet. I suppose I'll take that pin off of me too before I. Okay, we're going to balance. We're going to take tree pose once again, but we're going to do a couple things to get into this. We're going to go out to the side, and then we're going to go to the back. And out to the side and the back. Using the chair if you need it, don't if you don't. Maybe lift the heel like we did when we started in the front. And back. Let's stay out here at the side, and we'll come into Skandasana first. Now see if you can lift that heel, toe to the ceiling, dropping way back. Use the chair, use the hand here any way you need to. Yep, it's balance, right? Okay, drop the toe, come on back in, use the chair, bring that foot right into your tree pose. It can stay on the ground, it can ride up. But wherever you are with your feet, get the balance first before you move to the next phase, which is wherever it is. Pay attention to your breath. And then slowly release back down. Step out to the side. All right, so we go the other way. Step out, step back, and again. So shifting your weight, side to side. Chair if you need to. And again. All right, we're gonna take one more. We're gonna hold this Skandasana right here. Stay out to the side, hands at the heart. See, each piece I have makes it a little challenging. Lift the toe. Drop the hips to the back so it becomes a really deep squat. You can stay wherever you want to. Don't feel like you have to do this. My little old leg and back, hip, and bad hip here is shaking. So you may be too. Again. All right.
My knee is going click, click, click.
Click, click. Interesting. All right, drop the toe. We push right back and come into our tree pose. Wherever you are happiest with your foot, that's where you should be. All right. And then find our tree pose. Remember that situation, that person, that place that you dedicated your practice to. Come back to that with your breath. And then slowly step back down. Let's go back to downward facing dog. And spend a moment here stretching, sinking into, and again become aware of the movement of your rib cage as you take the deepest breath you've taken and open your mouth and exhale. Bring the hands back to the thigh muscles. And then bring the heart forward while you're here. So my arms are straight. Turn that tailbone towards the ground. Lift the heart. Yeah. Okay, from here we're going to release into chair pose. I'm sure you can probably still see your toes, so that's a good thing. Releasing into chair pose. Becomes balance again, but it's also about your legs. Right hand goes to your back pocket, left hand crosses to the leg. Draw that right shoulder back a little bit more and look to the right wall. Look back to your knees. Are they facing the front or has that right knee dropped back? Put both knees lined up there. All right, we come back to the front, holding on. Same thing, tailbone turns toward the earth, lift the heart. Everybody's eyes, lovely. Left hand to the back pocket, right hand crosses in front, roll that left shoulder back, bring that belly in, twisted chair pose. Come back to the front, see if we can find that once again. Hands on the knees, my arms are straight, sink a wee bit deeper, and we're gonna push right back up, blast off. Down. You're going to need to shake those legs out. That's a lot of work. I'd like to give them a little shake like that. Come here. All right, we drink. We sit back down. Good work.
Yep, I got it. Thanks.
Okay, right leg out to the side. You're going to rest that arm right here. Reach that left arm to the ceiling. All right, deep breath in, two choices. You can tuck it underneath there, or you can tuck it down lower. You decide, whatever works for you. Deep breath in, pressing it back, open the chest a little bit more, and then tuck it underneath. Great, stretching the back, open. We are twisted, we are hinged, all sorts of stuff going on in that back, so be sure you keep that belly pulled in. I feel my back going ding, 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 ding. And again, so pull that belly in. And one more time. And let's just hold this here. So I'm going to rest my elbow, reach to the ceiling, maybe let it arc over a little bit more, and hold. Sit heavy into this left sit bone now. Really push it into the earth. Breathe. Both hands on the thighs, tuck the tailbone, round back up. And let's swing this leg across, all the way across. Flexing the foot. Now what I want you to do, if this is accessible, drop this ankle into the other leg a little bit more. You know, as I told you before, we sometimes cross it over. Well, that didn't work for me anymore. Right leg on top, right hand, left hand, knuckles together, lifting up. Eagle pose. Deep breath. As you squeeze these knuckles together, you're going to feel that those shoulder blades separate and stretch between them. All right, Unfurl everything. Extend that leg out. Drop your left hand to the chair. We come into wild thing. Reach up. So it's like we're going to open up this whole side of the body where we were working before. Deep breath. And release back down. All right, we go the other way. Out to the side. Rest the hand. Reach to the ceiling. Deep breath. You can tuck it in between that space right there, or if you want to take it down lower, do that. Your choice. 3 more times. Open wide, stretch back. Work in the back right there. 1 more time. All right. Lift, and then just hold this, arcing over. Nice side stretch there. Think about letting this left rib cage lift to the right rib cage. Oh boy, that gives you another little arc right there, yeah? All right, come on back. Bring this leg up and over. And then let the ankle come in towards the other leg if that's accessible. Ooh, this leg it's not quite as happy with that. Left leg, left hand, right hand. Knuckles together and lift. Let the elbows squeeze together. Breathe right between the rib cage. Feel that stretch. We unfurl this eagle pose and take that leg out. There. Situate yourself. I'm going to straighten my leg. You need to keep it bent. That's fine. Here we go. We get this beautiful long line. And now my right elbows, you could even rest it on the back of the chair there if you want to. Get on back there. It gives you a little touch point that you'll feel nice and secure. It can really find length through the fingertips to the tootsies down there. All the way back up. Bring that foot in. Hands on the thighs. Hinge at the hip with this nice flat back here first. So I'm looking towards the earth. But then let the heart move forward here. You want to keep the elbows drawing back. And almost like you're going to claw at your leg muscles. Pull them back as well. And let that heart come forward even more. Nice baby cobra right there. Release back down. Push off the legs, round the spine. Breath in. Exhale. I'm going to peel that arm back and roll back towards the fleshy part of my seat. Reach up all the way. So a little Pilates work. Deep breath in. Exhale. Tuck that tailbone underneath you. Reach back. Reaching up and over. Again, deep breath in. Slide that back. Tuck that tailbone underneath you. Reach back. Let's just try this. If you can lift that right leg. Send it out in front. Come right back. I meant the other leg. No wonder you all went one. This would be your right leg. Deep breath in. Exhale. Lift that right leg. Stretch it in front. You know how we lift and then we lengthen, right? Deep breath in. And again. Now we'll put the left leg. Lift it, but then lengthen it. Yes. All the way back. Give yourself a hug and a pat. Nice work. Let's walk the hips back to the back. Chair. And then push that pelvis into the back. And let's just open the chest right here. So leaning back against the back of the chair a little bit. Watch the head doesn't fall back, but just leaning back. Great stretch. I like that idea. Betty lifts her legs. Isn't that awesome? Let's go ahead and reach the arms up. How lovely is that? I wish I had my camera. Oh, and then release. Just let them down. Cross the arms in front. Just tuck your chin towards the chest right there. A little stretch. All right. And then coming into seated, into Shavasana. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you to lift the heart. We come back to stillness, breath work. So wherever your hands feel good to you, feel comfortable, come there. And spend a moment recalling what it was. You dedicated your practice to. And then let the powerful jaw muscles relax and those eyebrows unfurrow. And turn those thoughts to prayer or to gratitude, maybe. Whatever seems fit. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Never miss an opportunity to thank somebody for their presence in your life. Hands together at your heart, drop your chin to your chest. Gratitude turns everything we have into enough. And so with a grateful heart, namaste.
Namaste.
All right, lovely work. Lovely work. You should this out.